Good morning, children. The topic for today is phrases and kinds of phrases. It is lesson number 12 of grammar gear. Phrases, I'm sure it's not new to you because the reference was already given when we were learning conjunctions, because conjunctions are joining words that join two phrases also. So let's learn more about phrases. Let's read these words that are given, group of words that are given in this box. Competing in the race, in the circus, across the ocean, under the tree, with a golden mane. Now the common features, what are these actually? The common characteristics of these group of words are, they are group of words of course. There is no subject and no verb. Then if they are used alone, the meaning is not conveyed properly. We can also say they are incomplete sentence and meaningful only if used in a sentence. Now let us put these phrases into sentences to make a complete sense. So what I have done, I have added a subject and a verb here before the group of words which were given in the previous slide. Now Rahul is competing in a race. I worked as a clown in a circus. The ship sailed across the ocean. The man is resting under the tree. The horse with a golden mane will win the race. Now, the highlighted blue group of words in blue are phrases, and when we add the yellow words, which consists of subject and verb, when we add these to the phrase, then it becomes a complete sentence and also is able to convey the complete meaning. So we can also say phrase is usually a part of a sentence. So now the above group of words make a complete sense and are called sentences. There are 5 types of phrases, children. The first is noun phrase, adjective phrase, verb phrase, prepositional phrase, adverb phrase. Out of these 5, only 4 are there. Verb phrase is not a part of your syllabus. So I will not talk much about it and we will not deal with it in detail. Now look at this box that I've given here, the table here. A red box is a noun phrase because it consists of a noun. Will go is a verb phrase because it has a verb go. Quite big is an adjective phrase because it has big as an adjective in it. Very slowly is an adverb phrase because slowly is an adverb which forms the part of this phrase. In the car is a prepositional phrase because in is a preposition which forms this phrase. So what I am trying to convey to you is that the type of phrase is decided by the head word in every phrase. Let's go on to the next slide. Now, as I told you in the previous slide, head word. Okay, head word means the central word, right? So usually phrases are made up of central word or head word, which can be a noun, adjective, verb, adverb, clause, or a pronoun. And on that basis, the phrases are classified. So you will understand it better with the help of this table. Phrase type noun phrase. An example is the young girl. Now, if you observe, noun here is girl. So head word here is noun. Hence, it's a noun phrase. Verb phrase has been reading. Reading is the head word, which is a verb. So it's a verb phrase. Adjective phrase very noisy. Noisy is the head word, which is an adjective. Adverb phrase too quickly. The adverb quickly is the head word, so it is adverb phrase. Prepositional phrase after the match. Preposition after is the head word, so after the match is a prepositional phrase. Now we'll take up these types of phrases one by one. The first one is noun phrase. Okay. A group of words that doesn't contain a verb, of course, that is why it's a phrase. And it acts as a noun in a sentence. So the function of noun phrase in a sentence is it acts as a noun. It can act both as a subject or an object in a sentence. Same work done by a noun also. It acts as a subject of the sentence and object of the verb or preposition. The head word is a noun which cannot be removed. It and noun phrase is going to answer to the question what or whom or who also, who also. Examples, My coach is happy. So here, who is happy? My coach is happy. My coach is the subject of the verb is. Hence, it is a noun phrase. My cat is what? What is answered by my best friend, right? So, my best friend is a noun phrase because it is acting as the object of the verb is. The structure of noun phrase is going to be noun plus a modifier. Before, the modifier can be before or after the noun. Now, modifiers are just a recap. We've already done modifiers are determiners, then definite, indefinite articles, quantifiers like each, every, all, some, many, or most. They may be demonstrative pronouns also like his, yours, ours, its, theirs, mine. These are demonstrative pronouns, and they can be numerals also like 1, 2, 3, 4. So modifiers are words which actually modify a noun. Let us understand how a noun phrase acts as a subject, direct object, object of preposition, and indirect object with the help of these examples. That red house is on sale. Now, I told you the type of noun phrase will be decided by the head word. Here, head word is noun, house. Head word is house, which is a noun. So, it's a noun phrase. Now, since it is answering to the question what is and it is coming before the verb is, it is acting as a subject. What is on sale? That red house is on sale. The next example, the glistening snow covered the field. What covered the field? The glistening snow. Since glistening snow is coming before a verb and it is acting like a subject, so here noun phrase is acting like a subject. The next one is the baby wants a big ball. The baby wants what? A big ball. And direct object and objects come after the verb, right? So a big ball is direct object because it is answering to the question what, right? So if what is answered by a noun, it is direct object. And if who is answered, then it is indirect object. Now let's take the next one. Shall we buy the red yellow house? Shall we buy what? Shall we buy what? The yellow house. Here, the yellow house is acting like a direct object. Object because it is answering what. So as I told you, the structure of noun phrase is going to be a noun plus a modifier. So the modifier, we have two modifiers here. The is an article and yellow is an adjective. Right? The next, Jeff rode on a skateboard. Jeff rode on what? So since it is answering, it is acting like an object of the preposition on what? It is acting as object of preposition. This topic we had covered in lesson number 2 of grammar gear. Please go back and refer to this chapter where we have learned direct object, indirect object and object of preposition. The next example is Karan plays in the huge garden. In is a preposition and Karan plays in what? Again, so it is acting as an object of preposition. Karan plays in the huge garden. In the huge garden is object of preposition. The teacher gave whom a toffee. The teacher gave the little girl. Indirect object answers to the question whom. The teacher gave whom a toffee. The teacher gave the little girl a toffee. Last example, she sent the old man a gift. She sent whom? It is the old man, right? So, whom is answered by indirect object. So, here the old man is indirect object. What is the direct object? Let's check. The teacher gave what? A toffee. So, a toffee becomes direct object here. She sent the old man what? A gift. So, your gift is the direct object. I hope this concept is clear to you. Adjective phrase, the second type of phrase, as told earlier, that adjective phrase will have head word as an adjective. Let's see. Adjective phrases usually they present an adjective as the head word. The head word is always going to be an adjective. A group of words that act as an adjective or modifies a noun or a pronoun is an adjective. That's the function of an adjective. That it modifies a noun or a pronoun, or it tells us something more about a noun or a pronoun. It is made up of head adjective and other words. It may have a string of adjectives together. Means there may be different types of adjectives one after the other. It is usually followed by the noun it modifies or is preceded by the noun it modifies. So either the noun is going to be before the adjective or after the adjective. An important point to note is it answers to the question what kind of, or also which one. Adjective phrase will answer sometimes to this question also which one. Not only what kind of, but which one also. So let's understand this with a few examples. Now, the first example is the girl with brown hair is singing a song. What kind of girl? That's the question we have to ask, right? And that's the question answered by adjective. What kind of girl? The girl with brown hair. Now, brown is the adjective here. So, this is an adjective phrase. Second example, your apple pie is very tempting. Your apple pie is what kind of? What kind of apple pie is yours? It is very tempting. So very tempting becomes adjective phrase. He is a rather boring person. He is what kind of person? It is modifying the noun here. Noun is after the adjective, right? The person is rather boring. So boring is an adjective and rather boring becomes an adjective phrase. A dog covered in the mud makes a mess in a car. So a dog, which one? Which one? Which dog covered in the mud? So this is also an adjective phrase. Children, this was all about noun phrase and adjective phrase. In the next video, we'll learn the next two types of phrases, prepositional phrase and adverbial phrase. Thank you. Please do solve the relevant exercises in the Grammar Gear textbook.